This evergreen woody vine is known as English ivy. Its scientific name is Heterohelix. This plant typically acts as ground cover, but can also grow up to 80 feet high. English ivy can be identified by the lobes on its leaves and its heart-shaped base. It typically has between 3 and 5 lobes. English ivy has aerial roots, which are a root modification that allows it to grow on the sides of buildings and trees by providing extra support for itself. The roots release a sticky substance that allows the plant to adhere to rough surfaces. The roots also allow for absorption of water and minerals from the air, since the plant has limited access to soil when growing on buildings. English ivy is mildly poisonous to humans and pets. The plant contains saponin glycosides, which are toxins within the stems and leaves that prevent damage to the plant from insect, fungal, and bacterial pathogens. In other organisms, they can disrupt red blood cells. If humans or animals ingest the plant, especially in large doses, they might experience a rash, vomiting, or diarrhea. One of the most important topics concerning English ivy is its characterization as an invasive species. This plant is native to Europe, but it was brought to North America by colonial settlers. It has since spread across the United States to the areas shown in red on the map. These are areas in which the climate is similar to its native climate in Europe. Some non-native species can benefit the ecosystems that they are introduced to, but English ivy offers very little advantage. While it can provide some decorative ground cover and serves as forage for deer in some areas, the presence of English ivy is destructive to most ecosystems. English ivy is well adapted to the climate and can grow year-round, meaning it outcompetes ground vegetation and kills trees after it climbs to the canopy and begins to block out sunlight, which can be seen in the image. The weight of the vines also increases the risk of the trees falling over in strong winds. The vine is also a carrier of bacterial leaf scorch, which is a plant pathogen that harms elms, oaks, maples, and other native trees. The plant also impacts wildlife by displacing the native plants that those wildlife species rely on. Researchers suggest that the presence of the ivy might lead to other invasive species gaining control due to the displacement of native species. English ivy is still sold and marketed as an ornamental plant in the United States. One of the best ways to stop the spread of the ivy is to substitute it for native plants in landscaping projects and to avoid growing it near forests.